Have y'all watched any WNBA, man?
Yeah, I watch. You know, I only watched the Fever. I only watched
Okay,
their three
good,
games.
good.
I haven't. I,
I seen 2 out of the 3 Fever
yeah,
games, right?
yeah, yeah.
And I'm beyond. I do not think that Caitlin Clark is the problem. I think what the problem with the Fever is their defense and the fact that people are being like teams are being able to score in that paint and at that rim. They
Absolutely.
what's the young lady? I like Raven Johnson. Or what is that her name? Raven Johnson?
Yeah, yeah,
They drafted Raven, right?
yeah.
But they needed a big. And I think we just, you know what I mean? They needed some help in that paint with
Mhm.
Aaliyah, man.
Yeah.
You know, but
E-
yeah,
Even 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 if you drafted Raven, you still should have went and got you a big. And this one girl they got, they not playing her. And I don't understand that. They signed her the developmental contract. Now they got
mm-hmm.
her sitting on the bench. The girl can stretch the floor. She a big that can stretch the floor, create a little bit more space. So I don't understand what's going on. But
But it,
I just watched Friday night, man. And let me tell you something, boy. That fourth quarter, Caitlin
Caitlin
went,
did her thing. Did she do
oh
her
my
thing?
God. Oh my God.
Man,
Yeah. It was one of them, it was one of them Iowa joints. It really was. But
yeah, yeah.
I'm
She
gonna
look,
say
yeah.
this, man. The Mystics is good. And
They,
Sonia Citron, nobody's talking about this young lady. She bad. That girl can ball, man.
yeah, yeah.
Sonya, yes.
That's why I said, like,
Yeah.
I
She
mean, the
nice.
Fever was getting
Yeah.
points. You know, they was like Caitlin was. She went off in that fourth quarter and
Yeah.
was draining 3 nice passes and everything. Right, she went
Yeah.
off in that fourth quarter.
She
But
did.
it's hard. Like Caitlin Clark said, it's hard to really still win like that when they getting points in that paint and at that basket, at that rim, because that's a higher percentage. You got to be
That's a
damn
high
near perfect.
percentage. Yep. Yep.
You got to
And
be
you know
damn near perfect.
they still should have won because I can't tell you how many free throws they missed in
Mhm.
overtime. I can't tell you how many easy bunnies they missed. So they still could have pulled that game out. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I have been seeing some highlights though, and it looked like Olivia Miles. She the runaway rookie of the year. Can't
Man,
nobody deal with this girl, man.
they gave Olivia Miles the key to that car immediately. Now they
Point guard,
doing
that's
their
what you're
thing
supposed to do. Yeah. Mhm.
even without even without
See,
Fide, right?
yeah, yeah.
Man, they
Yeah.
gave
But that's what you're supposed to do with your point guard. If
well,
if if she, I'm saying if she's legit, if your point guard is legit, you let them run the show.
that's why
That's,
you know
yeah.
people. That's
Mhm.
why people though really not feeling like the way that Stephanie White is. It seems like she kind of holding Caitlin back. You know what I mean?
Look,
Like give her the key. I thought she played this game, this last game against the Mystics. I thought she played good all the way through, and then when they really needed her, then she really stepped up.
she
She
ignored Stephanie White.
she did. I could
That
tell.
fourth quarter, she went. She said, "Damn all that dumb shit," and she played ball.
She
She
balled
played
out.
ball. Yeah, she balled out, but it came up short. But yeah, man, it's a little early too, and I heard a lot of people online talking about she I mean ain't shooting the ball good. No, I mean, bro, the girl been shooting threes her whole life, man.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what
that's
I'm saying? I remember her rookie year when they first started, she was struggling. Then all of a sudden she found a groove. I'm like, man, this girl eventually them threes gonna drop. And
but
she
she
was
got
scoring.
comfortable in that fourth quarter when it
Yeah,
counted.
she got come. Yeah, man. But I mean, just to be scoring 24 and 9 assists, 22 and 8 assists, you know what I'm saying? And your three ain't falling. You knew once it started falling, she was gonna go in the 30s. I think she got a 40-point game coming.
Oh
And
yeah.
it might be today.
Well, they,
It might be today against Seattle. It might be today. Yep.
man.
Yep. But yeah, I'm interested. I gotta watch Minnesota, man. I gotta watch Olivia. I want to watch a whole game. Tom,
I watched
this girl is nice,
she
nice.
bad. I watched Olivia Miles 2 games. I watched her
Yep.
play against
Yep.
the team that Paige Beckers played for.
Yeah, the wings.
Yeah, the
Yep.
Wings. And then I
Yep.
watched her who else she played against? I was like, oh man, they gave this rookie the keys already from the door, and she out there looking like Angela Davis. She got the fro.
Yeah, got the fro.
She got the fro.
She
out
got
there,
her glasses on, man.
She looking like man.
Yeah.
She looked like a throwback
nice.
ball player from like the 70s.
She's a rookie. She's a rookie.
She's a rookie.
She like 3 games deep.
Yeah, it's only been 3 games. It's early, but still.
Yeah.
Is she?
You can see it.
Is she a lefty?
No, she right-handed.
Okay.
Yeah, she
right-handed.
right-handed.
But she bad, man. She going blowing by him. She got everything in her tool bag, and she played good defense.
Right.
And
where's she from? Where she go to school at?
Texas.
She was at Notre Dame. Then she went to TCU.
Okay,
because her and Hannah Dago, they fell out.
Okay.
So she transferred. Yeah.
Oh,
But there was her and Hannah at one point. Them two was killing the NCAA, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, she I ain't mean to cut you, Mike. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I'm just like, she is bad though, man.
She is bad, man.
When
she look good. Yep.
So I'm looking forward to see how the chemistry between her and Fee. Yeah.
You got a long time to wait for that, bro.
What's up?
Because Fee had that surgery.
Yeah.
You remember Alyssa Thomas hurt her. It messed her ankle up. She probably won't be back till midsummer sometime. Yep. So, but they still rolling though, man. It's crazy. Shit.
I think they had that crazy game. Asia Wilson, she had that crazy game couple days ago. She had 40 games. Yeah.
Now, she went off for 40.
Yeah.
40 something. Yeah. But they was playing Toronto though. That's the only thing.
That's not a good team. Toronto not a good team.
No, it's a new team, it's an expansion team.
Okay.
Well, Toronto have Marina Mabry, right? And I watched them. They look pretty good. I watched them play the Valkyries, and they look pretty good. Was it the Valkyries? I don't know.
Who they got down on that block to match up with Asia?
Oh, well, you talk about Asia.
That's all I'm saying.
Then they're gonna go out. Then they're gonna add the girl Kennedy to the mix.
That's crazy. She coming off the bench dropping 27.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But I still don't think they're gonna win it.
You don't think they're gonna win it?
Nope.
I don't know.
Think they're gonna win it.
How long is the season, fellas? How many games they play?
40-something.
44.
Okay.
I don't think they're gonna win it, Mike. I don't
know. I don't know because they got the veteran guards, and then they got that Asia in that paint. I don't know how you.
It depends on how the teams align and who they got match up against.
Yeah,
that's what it's really gonna come down to. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna push through. Nope. Even with Kennedy, because I'm gonna tell you like this: Chelsea Gray, if they got to play Minnesota, she can't do nothing with Olivia Miles. Nothing.
Well, no, I don't think so either, right? But then you got. Fortunately for them, they picked up Kennedy though.
Yeah, but I don't think Kennedy can do nothing with Olivia.
Yeah.
Kennedy's quick, but so is Olivia. I don't know, bro. Plus, if Fee come back to the fold, I don't know, man. I don't know. And then they got Taylor McBride. I don't know, man.
Are they who's the early favorites though? Who are they picking to win?
The Aces. The Aces is the early favorite. Yeah, the Aces. Yeah.
Aces is definitely the early favorite. Yeah, man. That was.
But yeah, man. It's been. I ain't been able to watch because every FIBA game on national television, every single one of them. So I can watch them. I like watching her girl play anyway. Them threes crazy, but I haven't really got a chance. But I definitely want to check out. And the day I get a chance to watch Flage, that's my baby.
Yeah, I like Flage looking pretty good too.
He looking pretty good.
AZ Fudd is struggling though. I'm like,
struggling.
And she went number one. I was surprised she went number one anyway.
Number one pick. Yep. I would have grabbed up Lauren Betts, man. I'm telling you. Washington got a great squad, man. I'm telling you.
They do.
I would have grabbed up Lauren Betts, but they let her go for AZ. Now let's talk. The coach came out, the Dallas coach came out and said, we got selfishness in our locker room.
What?
You ain't see that clip?
No, I ain't see that one.
Man, that thing went viral. He said, we got selfishness. This the Dallas Wings coach. We got selfishness in our locker room. He said, good teams don't worry about how many minutes, how many shots I'm getting. I don't know if he was referring to Enrique. I don't know if he was referring to maybe complaints about AZ not getting enough burn. I don't know who he was talking about. But, and I think she might be hurt again. It's a little chatter that she might be hurt. So,
yeah. Well,
so far, not good.
Well, speaking of hurt, I watched Caitlin Clark at that press conference after the game, after they played the what was the Mystics? Is that what
the Mystics?
Yeah, she was up there like stretching her back and grunting like she was in pain. Did you see that? I'm like,
yeah,
I hope she you know,
yeah,
she all right, man.
I'm gonna tell you what's going on with her. She just don't like when you come back from something, right? You hurt something real bad. It's gonna take you a while for you to fully trust it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's in her head right now. But she coming out of it. You know, she coming out. I think it's in her head, to be honest with you. Because she had never been hurt before. Like never.
Yeah.
So sometimes that's a hard thing to come back from. But yeah, I saw her stretching and stuff. She said I was sore. She said I'm sore.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. But yeah. But I want to know what's going on with Aaliyah Boston. A mysterious lower leg. Since Unraveled. She got hurt in Unraveled. They never disclosed what it was. She ain't played no preseason games. The other night she left the game and ain't come back.
Oh wow. Yeah,
and that's gonna be major. Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's major.
Yeah.
Well, they ain't saying what it is. It's crazy, but it ain't like she got hurt on no play or nothing. She checked out and then it never came back. So it's weird. It's a little weird. Yeah. So, yep. And now Skylar Diggins. You see how Chicago playing?
No.
You ain't see how now. Chicago playing ball.
What?
Yes, they playing ball, but Skylar Diggins got hurt the other night. She got hit in the head and the eye. She left the game. So but no, Skylar Diggins and them Chicago Skies, Carmilla and all them playing. I know Atlanta doing their thing, but yo.
Yeah.
Chicago,
I watched Atlanta. You know what? Like I said about Angel Reese, as long as Angel buy into her role, I think Atlanta gonna be tough. They're gonna be tough.
You gotta buy into her role.
That.
Yep.
Atlanta gonna be tough.
They play the Aces today.
Yeah,
Atlanta and Las Vegas. Yeah.
That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a good one.
Yep. So that's crazy. Yeah.
But let's before we came on, man, let's get back into that discussion about what the comments that Rich Paul made, right? Saying that coming from a two-parent household, Michael Jordan, that made Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant selfish basketball players, right? That, like he said something like about a selfish gene. Like, what's y'all take on that statement right there?
Just ridiculous, man. I mean, it's ridiculous. The top, you know what I mean, how they play the game and how brought up in a two-parent household, man. I don't think there's any correlation when it comes to that aspect of it. I just think, man, like I say, man, dude, you know what I mean, Rich Paul, man, he been real vocal lately. He been out front of a lot of things, right? I don't know what's necessarily behind it, but I think that's absolutely ridiculous, man. But Magic Johnson, we was talking about that. He was brought up in a two-parent household. I mean,
he wasn't selfish.
not at all. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Larry Bird was another one. You know what I mean? He was in a two-parent household before his father's death, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't get that. I don't get that.
Yeah. And wasn't AI brought up with a single mother? Right? Now he wasn't the assist king. He was kind of driven like a Michael and a Kobe, wasn't he?
Right.
Single fam, single mother. I say this to Kobe and Mike's drive. And the way they kind of took things upon themselves sometimes to pull things out. It's because of the competitive nature. And then sometimes it's the lack of talent around you. Now, Kobe had a good team with Shaq. And then the next team didn't have as much. You know what I'm saying? But with Michael pretty much had to carry a lot of that scoring load. because they didn't have prolific scores with him. So his determination to win made him feel like, I gotta take this shot. I gotta do, you know what I'm saying? So to have
y'all gonna blame me anyway. I say y'all gonna blame me anyway. I'm gonna shoot it.
Gotta shoot it, gotta go get it. Yeah, but he had more belief in himself at times than his teammates. That's not, I ain't saying that's a good thing, but it's just what it was.
Right.
And he took it upon himself. So coming up with these theories and stuff like that, man, I don't know. I don't know.
I agree with that, man.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, that's weird, man. That's weird.
Well, it can. Well, what about like, all right, so y'all remember I think we spoke about the comment that Ray Daniels made one time that said it affects you the other way. Like as far as like athletes who come up in two-parent households, you know what I mean? It affects you the other way. Like when he spoke about, that's why he didn't like some of the things or some of the decision making by LeBron James, because he come from a single parent household. Whereas though he said that Mike Jordan, the people we mentioned, Mike Jordan, Kobe, Magic, Bird, all those guys, like their decision making is different coming up in a two-parent household, right? You tend to be less emotional. You're more stoic. You're not as reactive as somebody who come from a single parent, especially if you raised by just your mother, right? So Ray Daniels used it the other way. What y'all think about that?
Well, you can argue both sides. I'm saying you can, and it just depends on what side of the fence you fall on. You can argue, you know what I mean? You can make an argument both ways. But as far as, you know what I mean, your approach in life is going to be different. I think your whole entire outlook on, you know what I'm saying, just life in itself will be different. Your lens would just be different coming from a two-parent household as opposed to a single family. So your lens would just be different. And I'm not saying better, worse, just different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it just be different, man. So, but to say, man, he's selfish because this, or he's unselfish because of that, playing basketball, coming up in a two-parent household, man, I just don't get the equation. You know what I'm saying? The equation he's trying to make with that, man.
Yeah. Let me add this, Mike. So if you come up in a two-parent household, right? The way you process what you're looking at, that's going to be based on your genetic makeup, your DNA, how you process it. So you can have two kids in that household processing them both parents, but seeing something different, right? So your decision making, regardless of your environment, is going to be based on how you process. So however way these guys is making decisions, Kobe and Mike, it's based on how they process. The two parents is not the thing about it to me.
But it helps influence. I think it helps influence how you process it one way or the other.
Well, it's only going to influence you if you're processing them as being influential over your life. Some people don't look at it like that. Like I grew up, you know, single mother, but I didn't get in a whole lot of trouble and stuff being in a single mother. You know what I'm saying? It's because the way I processed life itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it could, if I'm sitting there and I'm a kid and I'm looking at this like this is influencing me, then yes. But all kids don't see it that way. You know what I'm saying? To me, what drove Mike was trying to get his father's admiration because his father loved Larry so much. And that drove Mike crazy. That gave Mike his competitive edge because he wanted to win. He wanted to be Larry in basketball just because he wanted his father's admiration. So that's how he was processing.
I'm going to use a different athlete, but the same argument. And Barry Sanders. I think Barry Sanders was driven because his pop used to always say how Jim Brown, the greatest running back ever. And I think that fueled Barry Sanders. You know, I think it fueled him, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I think, I just think that some athletes are more self-aware too than other athletes, right? When you think about, because everybody have chinks in their armor, right? And so if you know that you have, like, you can't help if you're born into a situation where you are raised by a single parent, right? And so if you're aware of that, and you acknowledge that, and you think that, well, there are some pitfall. I wouldn't say pitfalls, but like you have some disadvantages if your father is not in the house. And if you're when you become of age and you become aware of the fact of that, then you might tailor some of your reactions, or or look at things a little bit different, and you might try to just kind of gain some perspective about like your background, and figure out like how your environment shaped the way that you think, or shape the way that you act towards things, right? Not saying that evil situation, because like I said, you can't help if you was born into a situation where you come from a single parent household. But once you're made aware of it, then you be like, all right, well, how does this affect my my thinking? You know,
Mhm.
is it hindering me? You know, or is it to my advantage? Whether you come from a single parent household, or you come from, you know, you fortunate enough to have your father and your mother in your life. It
Well,
comes to me with being self-aware.
well, when you really become self-aware, you realize that all those decisions you made was based on you. You no longer look at your environment and your parents and your family as you've been some type of victim of something. You understand? So you start to really see what's really behind your decisions. Now, you know, but there's different levels of self-awareness. Now, you're right, Mike. Some can say, this affected me. I had a single parent, so let me adjust my thinking and my mindset. I mean, maybe, you know, people can do that. I'm not saying they can't. But when you're a young kid, you're not even aware of the that whole dichotomy, like single parent household, how detrimental it could be. You're not even aware that as a kid, you're just a kid playing. You ain't even thinking on that level. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's
That's true.
interesting though.
That's true.
Yeah.
And that's why I said, like, going through life, you become aware of these, because I come from a single parent
Mhm.
household, right?
Yeah.
And Hammers, salute to you, Hammers. Welcome to the
Yeah.
chat, right? And
Good
Yeah.
morning.
so a friend of mine who come from a two-parent household, we had this discussion years and years ago, and he was telling me, he said, you know, Mike, his father passed down to him. He said, look, man, you can look at a lot of guys and tell that they were born in a house with just a woman, right? Just because
Mhm.
of like their mannerisms or how they react in certain situations. So that when he told me that kind of made me think. And I was like, you know, and I looked at different guys like myself who I know came from a single parent household. And I was like, yeah, you can sometimes, not every time, but sometimes you can tell the difference between a guy who was raised by his mother and a guy who had more men in his life. Not just the father, but you know, because I had uncles and stuff like that. But it's a
Mhm.
difference sometimes.
It definitely is a difference. And yeah, and I was fortunate enough to grow up in a two-parent household, and I'm saying, you know, what I mean, from my personal experience, that a lot of my decision making when I was a teenager and becoming a young man was based on a lot of advice I got from my father and my uncles. Like you say, Mike, be your uncles and things like that. Not necessarily just your pop, but you know, what I mean, my father and my uncles was, you know, what I mean, guys whose shoulders I still stand on today. These men, I stand on their shoulders today. You know what I'm saying? I'm 50 plus years old and I still stand on their shoulders today. I still look up to them
Mhm.
and I still ask for advice and I still ask for guidance. And you know what I'm saying? Things like that. It never stops. So, you know, like Clayton was saying, everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's different.
I, I think another aspect to it is the pecking order in which you were born. So, like, you know, was you a youngest child, Tunk, or was you where was you at?
It's just me and my sister, and I'm the oldest. We only
You the
18.
oldest, right? Mike, how about you?
Yeah, I'm the oldest.
You the
I got two
oldest, right?
sisters.
And I'm the youngest. So that creates a dichotomy in itself as well. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It affects you how you know experience the world too sometimes.
Yeah, but and also remember you had an older brother too, so you had a role model.
And yeah, I had an older brother, but I'm just saying, like, I was I didn't get a whole lot of trouble, but I was like the rules and all the things that was told to me, I didn't really follow them. I had to learn the hard way because I was a young child that was spoiled. A lot of things went my way. So I didn't have a lot of regard for what somebody was telling me. You know what I'm saying? And I had to go through it
Right.
to really come to grips with that. But
Yeah, that's
you
right.
know,
Yeah.
yeah.
So let me talk about like the two generations. Like when we talk about like the generation that Magic, Mike, and Bird and all those guys came from, right? And then now we talk about more so. I think now you see a lot more guys coming in, and they might be coming from single parent households, right? And so the league, and I think that either way, when you're dealing with a league, whether it's NBA or the NFL or professional baseball, they are businesses, right? And so when Michael Jordan and all those guys, they had that work ethic because they understood that it wasn't no free meals. So if you was to offer them something, they still was going to work hard for that because they felt like they needed to earn that, right? And so that's where, you know, my thing is with guys who coming in the day with that entitlement. Like the league will give them things and the things will offer like the tennis shoe contracts. They think that they automatically entitled to that, or the big salaries and the lifestyle that come with the big salaries. Like once they have made it, once they get to the league, they think that they have made it, right? Whereas though those guys back in the day, they made it to the league and felt like they were just beginning. They still had some work to do. When you know Charles Barkley, and that was the difference in my opinion of the league. Like those guys felt like they had work to do once they made it to the league. Now you got some guys, whether like I said, whether it's MLB, NFL, NBA, all those sports now, those guys, they have made it. And I think that's where the level of play falls off, especially in the NBA. I think only person like now that's in the NBA that I really are the older guys. Like I'm ready for Kevin Durant to be gone. I'm ready for James Harden to be gone. But the only one who came through this current generation was Steph Curry. And why is Steph Curry like that? You know what I mean? What's the difference between Kevin Durant, Steph Curry?
You say what's the difference?
Yeah, what's the difference between Kevin Durant and Steph Curry? And it's, in my opinion, it's the fact that Steph Curry had that guidance from his father, and he showed him the road. You know what I mean? Steph Curry stayed solid with one organization throughout his career. He understood that there wasn't no free meals, that he was going to have to earn everything. And remember, Steph Curry was not even highly recruited, right? You know what I mean? So he knew he had to work.
Right, he wasn't a superstar coming in.
No, he was not a superstar. So there was, even though his father was in the league, there still was no sense of like entitlement with Steph Curry.
Now, let me ask you a question.
You know what I mean? College is really what knocking down his door.
No. How was Del Curry as a person?
How is he as a person?
How was he as a player and a person? Can you remember?
As a player, I thought he was pretty good as a player.
Right. But he wasn't the type that felt entitled to anything, right?
No, he didn't. No.
Right. Right.
I think because Del Curry had to work. Where he come from, like Virginia Union or something like that?
I don't know.
Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. The only point I'm alluding to is that Steph Curry got a lot of it honest. You know, he's got that genetic makeup. Like you get a lot of characteristics from your parents as well, not just what their lessons are teaching you. You get a lot of how you behave and process a lot of that from them too, because you got that gene pool. You know what I mean? So I think Steph got it honest as well as he got good lessons from his father, but he wasn't a superstar and stuff. So with Kevin Durant, I like to see who his dad is. I'm not just going to say because his dad wasn't around. I like to see the type of person his dad was. I know his mother real strong, she seems. But I like to see, you know, that genetic makeup, what he come from. You know what I mean?
All right, and so that's why I'm glad I'm using Steph Curry and Kevin Durant, because they took two different roads as far as like how they handle this beast we call the NBA, right?
Yeah.
Kevin Durant, he have like burner phone. He more reactive when it comes to fans and stuff like that.
Yep.
You know, he got the burner phones. Some people say, you know, he say certain things about his teammates. Whereas though we have watched Steph Curry, he watched Draymond Green do things and didn't have he had more of a stoic approach to Draymond Green and how to handle Draymond, right? Whereas though when you see Kevin Durant, how he react to his teammates, Russell, what's his name, Westbrook, how he react to the young guys on his team. It's more of a emotional reaction from Kevin Durant. You know, so that's why, you know, you can say that like having your father in your life, it can benefit you because you have more of a stoic, in my opinion, you know, reaction to situations, whereas though you don't panic and you don't overreact. I just think it's a difference. Let me see. Yeah.
Difference. Yeah, it's a big difference.
Yeah. So let me say that now because, and I don't want to offend people because, like I said, I come from a single parent household, and we have to, if we come from single parent household, no matter where you come from, you still have to be self-aware. You know what I mean? And you know, just basically be self-aware.
That's right. Let's come forward a little bit, right? And I want you guys' opinion. I have my own, but I want you guys to share your opinion on the brother that's the quarterback down in DC, Jayden Daniels. Yeah, Daniels, yeah, and you see how his mom is around, and his mom is on the scene, and his mom is I'm not going to necessarily say want to be in a spotlight, but you know she's there, right? Now, to me, it comes across as mama like, all right, you know what I'm saying? This our time to shine, pretty much, as opposed to it being about my son. Like our time to shine, right? And for me personally, I think, and everything is different. Nothing is 100%. So I'm not speaking in absolutes, but I'm thinking if his father was around with his mother, right? If they was like together, you wouldn't see mom as much. She wouldn't be out front as much. You know what I'm saying? As she appears to be now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So do you think, I'm not gonna say mom have too much of influence, because you know that might come across the wrong way. I'm not trying to say that, but sometimes the women need to take a little bit of a step back sometimes. I know Lamar, I know I'm jumping around a little bit, but I know Lamar, his mom works as his agent. But you don't see Lamar moms like that, out front like that, even though that's his agent. You know what I'm saying? You don't see her out there like that. I just want to say, what you think about that? Like, what y'all think about that?
Yeah, I mean, in the case of Jayden Daniels, he's a real mature kid. So I don't really see his mom being there, being too negative to what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's hard to say. Now, I don't know what his father, like I said, I would have to know the type of dude his father was to make that determination. You know what I mean?
You know what though, Clay? I feel like I feel like just because of what you can see on the surface a lot of times, because that's all you get. You know what I mean? Unless you are a private investigator, that's all you get. All right, so let's take Barry Sanders. Like, do you know what Barry Sanders' mother looked like?
Yeah, I've seen a picture of her.
But for the most part, though,
nah.
And then when Barry Sanders' father was at the games, he really he sat back in the cut. And so even with you know what Tiger Woods' mother looked like, right? But she basically she sat back, and it was about when the father was alive. When Eldridge, what's his father's name?
Eldridge Wood. Both of them was out front.
It was more so the father with Tiger.
It was more so the pop. It was Clay. It was more so
the
father
with Tiger.
The pop taught him how to play golf, but when you looked at them tournaments, his mother and his father was there front and center.
Oh yeah, they sat there.
Steph Curry, mother and father, front and center.
But the more influential person was the one who he set the tone for how they carried themselves publicly, right?
I don't know.
So it's more so like when the father is there, you don't have the mother doing the same things like McDaniel's mother is doing, like being out there like that.
So what you guys think Jayden Daniels' mother is doing? Outside of shooing Juju away, at one time. Like, what is she actually doing?
Let me just say this.
Mm-hmm.
With moms and dealing with athletes, right? Like I have a lot of respect for Angel Reese and what's her brother name? Whatever, I forgot her brother name, but she got 2 kids, one in the WNBA and one in the NBA, right? So
his name Juju or something?
Oh,
Juju Reese or something?
I don't know. I don't know what his name is.
I think it is, but go ahead.
But she got 2 kids playing professional sports. That's a big accomplishment, right?
Hell yeah.
And so that's not to knock, mothers who are able to, like Jason, like mothers who are able to get their kids to that level. But then once you get to that level, it's something that your father can instill in you that will make you make you be even more successful at that level, right? And so what about like Hurts? Hurts won a Super Bowl, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we all know, well, I don't know how Hurts, like the big role that Hurts' father played in his life, right?
I don't.
And so when they say that, as far as quarterbacks winning Super Bowls, especially African-American quarterbacks playing in the Super Bowl, the most successful ones are the ones who do have their father in their life, right? Or their father played a major role in their development. So I do think a woman can carry you, but so far. But then when it comes to like being leader of men's, then that's kind of where it's going to fall off at. That's where it's going to tailor off to when it comes to you being in a situation where you have to be leader of men. And that's what I think.
Jaden Daniels is an exceptional leader. He came in as a rookie and led that team.
No,
and they were saying he was a leader.
Go ahead, Tom.
No, I just want to answer your question, Clay. When you say what do you think his mom is doing? I think
what's she doing? Mm-hmm.
I think she's making it about her.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I mean? That's and you know what? I think that's what Ja Morant pop in Memphis.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up.
Yeah. His son. You understand what I'm saying? They want the spotlight. They want the attention. You know what I mean? They want the perks. You know what I'm saying? It goes along with it. And
Halliburton, the boy in Indiana, Halliburton.
Yeah, Tyrese Halliburton.
His father tried to make it about him.
About that. I forgot about it.
Yeah. Well, so I mean,
this is crazy how a man could sacrifice his status as a father for that type of NBA clout. Because father, Ja Morant's father was advised on that early in his career that like you are the father. You still, even though your son is playing professional basketball, you still are you still his father. You still are the one who who he's still standing on your shoulder. He get a bigger paycheck than you, but you still can't sacrifice or play down the fact that you still the father.
Right.
That's where they came off the rail because a father, a father would have been corrected the actions and the attitude of Ja Morant. You know what I mean? Even if we have to become, you got to be pissed off at me. We got to become unbenefited for a while, but it's going to be for your best interest. But I'm not going to condone you know what I mean, doing some of the things that you do, knowing that you're going down the wrong road.
That's right. You know what I mean? And like you say, Mike, you get mad at me. Sons been getting mad at their father since the beginning of the time. You know what I'm saying? Right. You just gonna have to be mad. Yeah, you just gonna have to be mad. But see, it's another thing. When Mike Beasley said that, I think he might have said that on the pivot. It was either on the pivot or the Shannon Sharp thing, Uncle Jay podcast, where he said Ja Morant runs into a lot of problems because he has an immature father. He has an immature father. You understand what I'm saying? And I say, Marcellus Wiley years ago, he spoke on when he made it to the NFL. You know, his pop wanted to be around, hanging out in the clubs with him and his friends and stuff like that. Like, man, I need you to be my pop. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you to be out here hanging with me and my teammates and my friends, and I need you to be my father. You know.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of and I think it has a lot to do with the age of the parents now. They're younger. You know what I'm saying? Like you speak of Isaiah Thomas, his mom was older. Magic Johnson, his parents were, you know what I mean? They just didn't do the things that the young parents do, you know,
right.
nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
And
so
Isaiah Thomas had a whole bunch of older brothers too, right?
Sure did.
You know what I mean? So his mother was older, but he had brothers. And the same thing was with Steph Marbury. Like Steph Marbury, he come from a single parent household too, but his brothers, you know, were that much older than him. That way, it was a difference. You know what I mean? A level of maturity.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Yeah. So.
And Isaiah Thomas' mother was thorough too.
Yeah, was she?
Yes.
She was thorough.
Well, she carried it.
Right. Yes. She carried it different. She, you know, carried a gun in her purse and all.
Man,
she was different.
Isaiah said, man, he come to the games. You know what I mean? He got a gun in the purse.
Yeah, he was different. That's why I say a lot of this stuff they getting it honest just through the blood transfer, man.
Yeah,
real.
But another thing about Isaiah Thomas is very emotional, though.
He is.
He's very emotional.
He
you know, so but yeah,
yeah,
I just think, you know, I like that conversation because I thought it was you know, it was you know, it's something to think about, something to consider, you know, no matter where you fall at in that situation, it's just something to think about.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. That's true. So what was we talking about earlier? You said you wanted to get into the Luka.
The Luka thing, I don't know if you heard Clayton, man, Mike was talking about this a little bit, right? I was listening, I think it was CBS Sports one morning. I was driving to work and it was these two guys, they was debating Embiid and Luka, but they wasn't debating like who was the better of the two or anything like that. They were saying who is being held and who should be held to a high standard, Embiid or Luka, right? And one guy, he was defending Embiid. He was saying, well, you know, Embiid has the league MVP. Embiid was a #1 pick, if I'm not mistaken, things like that. And he has proven when he's healthy to be able. The other guy said, no, that's not true at all. And he said, even though Luka hasn't won MVP, he has gotten his team to the finals. Yeah, he has gotten with something that Embiid hasn't done. Embiid has constantly come up short in the playoffs. You know what I mean? And being the best player on the floor at times and still coming up short. Not able to get teams, you know what I'm saying, you know, across the finish line just to make an appearance in the finals. So he said in essence that Embiid should be dragged more than Luka. And I never heard this take before with them two players, you know what I'm saying, being compared in that way. But I was like, damn, looking at it like that. I've never really been an Embiid fan like that. I never really been an Embiid fan, but looking at Luka either. But looking at it that way, I'm like, nah, I say if you're an MVP of the league and you the best big man and you got all these skills, nah, you should be able to get a team at least to make an appearance in the finals, man. So I just want to know what y'all think about that, because I thought that was interesting.
Especially some of them teams Philly had. See, I'm not going to put it all on Embiid, but they've had teams that was talented, that was picked to come out the East and things of this nature. But in all honesty, I believe both of them should be held to the same standard. Anytime you're a superstar, face of a franchise, they throw a boatload of money at you. That, to me, they both can be, you know, criticized equally, in my opinion. Okay. I ain't gonna put one over the other, both of them.
Do you think because Embiid got that league MVP, he should be, you know what I mean, he should be held to just a slight bit of a higher standard? Because
no, because Luka has been in the MVP conversation a lot too. He just didn't win it. So he's an MVP caliber talent, just like Embiid is. So that's just the way I view both of them.
No, I feel you. What do you think, Mike?
I feel like both, but I don't like either one of their styles of their games because I think that their style is not conducive to winning at the highest level, right? With both of their talent. I think Luka don't play any defense, whereas though you can't be a half-court ball player and expect to be able to beat somebody who playing at both ends, especially like you got other players who play at the same level as Luka, right? but Luka don't play defense. So that's the chink in his armor. Right. Now with Embiid, I think for me, I think Embiid shoot too many jumpers as a big man. When I think he should make his presence felt in the paint, be felt more so in the paint. So I think both of those guys, I agree with Clayton. They just leave money on the table. Whereas though when you at that level, man, you got to pull out all the stops. You know what I mean? You gotta play defense to your best ability, and you gotta play, in the paint to your best ability. And I didn't feel like watching either one of those guys that you was getting like is that the best you can do on the defensive end, Luka? You know what I mean? Like that Matador defense or Embiid, like the best you can do is in a clutch situation, shoot a fall away 3-pointer, and you're the biggest man on the court. So that's what I didn't. So both of them, in my opinion, can be like Clayton said, can be drugged probably about the same because
I say criticize. I ain't gonna say drag.
Because
I mean we can critique everything. That's why I said criticize. I ain't gonna say
I'm dragging both of them, man.
Hey, brother Clayton, drag him, Clayton, drag him.
I wouldn't drag him. I can't drag.
And you know why I'm telling you, and this why I'm dragging him, Clayton. I'm dragging them because I'm used to watching basketball being played at a certain level, right? I watch Hakeem Olajuwon do it at both ends, right? So the bar has already been set. We can't come into 2026 and not say, well, all right, well, this is the standard. You know what I mean? So if this is what it takes to be a championship basketball player, we can't lower the standard for Luka. We can't lower the standard for Embiid. This is where the bar has been set. So you got to either match that or either raise it. You know what I mean? That's what now for younger fans who don't know any better and they see what Embiid do and they see what Luka do and they think that that's amazing. That's because they don't know no better, right? But after you done seen the 80s and you done seen the 90s, the bar is set already.
But there's only, and I'm sure y'all can attest to this. They only look at one side of the ball. They only look at the offensive side of the ball. That's why some, not people, our age or older, but that's why some can say Joker is the best center ever. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's why some people can say that because, man, he's averaging a triple-double and things like that. But
yeah.
I put him in the same category as a Luka as far as defensively.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I put him in the same category defensively.
And you know what, Clayton?
I don't.
But this is the thing. And I always feel like I don't have to argue with people who I don't feel like I have to argue with people who put Luka or the Joker on a pedestal, right? Because players who really play basketball are going to expose that. So I don't have to, you know what I mean? Like if Luka only playing on one end of the court and you out there with Luka, like who was the guy who just came, who at Minnesota who called out? He was like, "Yeah, we want to see Denver." What's the young kid name? They was like, "Don't talk like that."
Yeah, he said he wanted to play all of them. None of them to play defense.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
I know you're talking about. Yeah.
His name Daniels, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So Daniels called out the fact that Denver don't play no defense, right?
Sure did. Sure did.
And so because he know that the bar is set higher than that. If Daniels know that you're not going to beat me, Joker, if you don't play no defense, you're not going to beat us. You're just not going to beat us.
They missed Michael Porter that series too. They missed Michael Porter Jr. that series. Yeah, they missed him.
But here again, Denver did beat them. Denver did win a title. So, that's why I say I can't blame somebody for their mindset and their will because you're born into that. Like, I can't blame you for that. I wouldn't bring Luka to my team expecting him to play defense. So I'm not even going to set myself up for that. If I bring him to my team, I'm bringing what he can do, and then I'm trying to build around that. So, we solid. I already know what he's going to do. You know what I mean? So I can't make him do that. Akeem set a standard, but Akeem is Akeem. He different. You know what I'm saying? He coming from he just got something different in him. You know what I mean? Like I can't expect, a center that's 7 foot tall and got to be Akeem. because that's rare. That's just something different. You know what I mean? Like
when
yeah.
other teams, when other coaches are trying to build dynasties, right?
Yeah.
And I bring in somebody like a Luka, right?
Yeah.
Or like a Joker.
Yeah.
And see that, like I said, that's the difference between a Tim Duncan, whereas though you can get 5 rings with that type, you know what I mean, with that situation. But you could not get 5 rings with the Joker. You're not gonna get 5 rings with Luka because they don't. Put
the Joker on that San Antonio team, you get 5 rings. Come on, man. Let's pump out. Yes, you do.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Not with those dudes who was in the league with Tim Duncan at that time when Tim was doing this thing.
Not with Diesel. Not with Diesel.
No, sir. No.
Not when Diesel there. Nah, you ain't.
You telling me that if you put the Joker on San Antonio, number one, that guy Popovich coached the hell out of you know what I mean? I don't even know if you can coach the Joker the same way you can coach Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
No, you don't get no.
I think that's a reach. That's a reach.
That's a good point.
That's the truth.
Greg Pop is a good coach. He can coach. So I think that's a reach.
Absolutely. No,
yeah, but I'm saying I'm not questioning the coach.
The same way. Right.
I'm not questioning the coach. I'm questioning. I
think he could coach the Joker the same way. I think he can.
If the Joker was that kind of player that could be coached like that, he would have been playing defense for the team that he on now. So I don't know why.
I don't understand why you say he don't play defense. I ain't getting that.
I know why. Because he don't. I know why. Because he don't.
I mean, I need more than just that. I need you like.
Yeah.
I mean,
I need some evidence. I need some stats. I need something.
Watch me just see.
I need something, man.
Yeah.
I need something.
You'll see. Watch.
I saw him play great defense against Wemby when they matched up. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
But see, the thing about it is, going back to when you say you get Luka, you don't expect him to play defense.
No, I don't.
It's some sort of expectation you come when you say Luka is a superstar. We can all agree with that. That Luka is a superstar in this league, right? So that superstar title is some type of expectation I have for you. You know what I'm saying? Far as the game of basketball that you're playing, is some type of expectation. No one is saying you gotta go out there and be Sidney Moncrief and lock everybody down, or Alvin Robinson. You know what I'm saying? These are shout out to the OGs back in the 80s for people who don't recognize these names. Nobody's expecting you to come in and do that. You know what I'm saying? But we're expecting you to make an effort. We're expecting you to make an effort. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying if Clayton, me and you on court, right? And this is strictly, you know what I mean, strictly hypothetical, because this has never happened. If me and you on court and you cooking me, you know what I'm saying, which would never happen. But I'm just saying, and you
say that again. Hold up, say that again.
I say, if we out on the court, right, and I'm playing you, right, and you cooking me, you just going crazy, right? Which would never happen. You know what I mean? Which would never happen.
No, back in the day it would have. But anyway, let's go. I got bad wheels now. Go ahead.
Never happen. But if I'm making an effort. If I'm making an effort, that's saying something. And if I'm just letting you if I'm just standing there and, like Mike said, matador defense, and you just running past me and everything, not even making an effort to slow you down, even though you're going to do your thing anyway. You know, that's not good defense. The defense really is the effort. That's
right.
You know what I mean? It's the effort on defense. And that's what I don't see a lot of. You speak to the Wemby game against Joker. I didn't see it, but I'm not doubting what you saw, right? But normally he could have got up to play against Wemby. You know what I'm saying? Because
he wasn't. He wasn't.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, you know what? No, you right. In some situations, they switch Joker off of him. That's why down the stretch, Joker had his legs and Wemby didn't. I do remember that part.
Yeah, but I'm just saying more so defense and Luka, man, it's like just an effort. You know what I'm saying, that you don't see with him consistently. That's all.
And that's what it is. Look, everybody criticized Larry Bird for his foot speed, right? But he still, as a defense, he played really good team defense, and he played help defense, right? You know, so, and as far as like rebound, like now the Joker do rebound.
He does.
I give Udoka rebound, but
Yes, he does.
I never seen like somebody man beat them and then the Joker come from behind and then the Joker block their shot or something like that. That never happened. Like team defense or he'll funnel the man away from the basket. You know, plays just simple plays of being at the right place at the right time because he's a big body anyway. You know what I mean? So you know, it's just some of the nuances that he can do. Basically, like talk about that. Like it comes with effort.
Right. That's all it is.
Now,
that's all.
Do you guys consider getting steals playing defense?
Oh yeah. Because that's what Allen Iverson did. You know what I mean? Like Allen Iverson shoot them gaps. And like I said, because when you talk about like Muggsy Bogues and Allen Iverson, those guys knew that they were small in stature, right?
Right.
So they had to find other ways to compete. And if that was your strength, being fast and being able to shoot them gaps like that and come up with steals or pick somebody's pocket, then you better do that because that's the only way you're going to be out there on the court. What Muggsy played, like 13 years?
Yeah. So if a player, what would you consider good? A player averaging a steal a game, is that good? A steal per game.
Well, like 1 point, almost 2 steals a game, like a little bit under 2, like a good, good defense.
So 1.5 steals a game is good.
Yeah.
That's what the Joker averaged over his whole career.
Okay. Yeah. This is what I like to tell people, right? This is what I like.
I'm just saying. I ain't saying the best defender.
I believe you. I believe you, and I agree. That's good, especially for a center. That's
really good. For a center, that is good.
Yeah, that is real good. But sometimes, and this the generation, with the analytics, and we're in a time where the numbers we allow sometimes the numbers to tell a whole story, and sometimes it doesn't. You understand? Sometimes it doesn't. You know what I mean? You watch something and like, what are your eyes telling you? Now you see something like at the end of the game, analytics he got a plus minus of this, or he got a plus minus. When you actually watching the game, right? What are you seeing? You know what I'm saying? You can have a plus minus. Y'all all know how it works. I could be on the floor, not necessarily doing much, but at the end of the game, oh man, Tunk got a plus minus of 15. He got a plus minus of 30. But I damn, I watched Tunk play. He wasn't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just the numbers game sometimes.
Right. Sometimes, but I'm just saying steals is that's a legit metric.
Well, it can be skewed too, though, because remember, this generation is more so lackadaisical with the ball. You have more turnovers in this era than you did in previous era, right? Yeah. LeBron James, a turnover king. Then Steph Curry turn over the ball more so than a normal franchise. Like Isaiah Thomas never turned the ball over at the clip what Steph Curry did.
It's not even important now as far as turning the ball over. Back then, you
like ball security,
right?
And you talk about James Harden, like the turnovers at James, like you talk like not even. I'm not even gonna say Isaiah Thomas. Like look at guards like Jason Kidd. You know what I mean? Or guard like you wouldn't even be on the floor if you turned the ball over like what James Harden turned the ball over back in those days. You wouldn't be on the floor.
No, you gotta come out of there. Yeah, because like it was important. It seemed like the possessions then were more.
Oh, everything counted.
Yeah, or that's how they played it. Like everything mattered. This is life or death. You know what I'm saying? This possession is life or death. Now it's not that. The emphasis is not on it as much as it used to be.
That's why it's so important to give that effort, right? Because if you don't give effort and you got somebody like a Tony Allen on your team, and the way Tony Allen and he played defense like that, and then you gonna play Matador, you gonna play that Matador.
But he's one of a kind.
No. Don't
yeah, he is. He's a different cat, just like Rodman. They different cats.
Well,
now,
all right.
Listen.
But Clayton, I can go down the line and name what's the guy that played for the Spurs that was a really like every team have a defensive specialist. You got Marcus Smart that was, you know what I mean? Like
absolutely. Say that again. Every team has a defensive. Say that again.
Every team got a defensive specialist, and so if you got a guy out there playing, and the guy PJ Tucker even said it. He told Carmelo the same thing. He was like, "Come on, man, help me help you." Don't. He said, as he said, just put some effort. My job is to play defense.
Right.
Your job, all you got, if you funnel them to me, I'm not even going.
Right. Yeah.
Funnel them to me, but don't give up no layup.
Right. That's the help me help you part. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Send them my way. You know what I mean? Send them my way. You know what I'm saying? I'll help you. You know what I mean? But like you say, just don't let him go in there and get his, you know what I mean, layup package. You know what I'm saying? The first quarter, you let them do his whole layup package.
You know, like PJ Tucker got the cuffs on somebody, but then when you go to Carmelo give him a layup.
Right.
That's not cool.
Right.
You're not playing. Even a franchise, you're not playing like that.
Mm-hmm. I was just pointing out, man, I wouldn't put the Joker and Luka in the same category defensively. That's all.
I think the Joker do play better defense.
He does play better defense than Luka. I ain't saying that. You know
and he's slower and he's less athletic than Luka.
Yep.
He play better defense.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's no. I ain't saying that.
That's why he got that one ring and Luka don't though.
Yeah, but I was just making right. How about that? I was just making a comparison, whereas though a lot of people are saying Joker top 2 center ever. You know what I'm saying? Top 3 center ever. I'm not giving them that.
Can you imagine a dude like Daniels coming into the league and calling out Hakeem Olajuwon?
He didn't call Joker out.
Or the team.
He called the team out. He didn't call Joker out. He called the team out.
Yeah, well, he did say he don't play defense.
He said the team, Denver.
Well, that's everybody. Everybody. He said he looked forward to seeing them.
No, because like I said,
forward to seeing the Spurs back when Tim and them was doing their thing. You're not looking forward to seeing.
Like I said, no, because Hakeem is different. That's a different breed.
Or even David Robinson before Tim Duncan got there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? David Robinson is another one who I think get overlooked unfairly.
I can't recall. Like, I know David was great, but I ain't got no mental picture of him like in the games. But I take your word for it.
Yeah, Dave Robinson was great on both ends, you know.
Yeah,
but,
I take your word for it.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, it's like you say, you know,
it's interesting though.
It's why it's hard to compare errors, man. I swear, man, it's so hard to compare errors, man.
Well,
we talk about it all the time, man. It's so
that's
hard.
why I'm just ready. I like these this new crop of young guys that they got in there, man, because they
So
I like them. I'm enjoying watching.
So did y'all see my man DeBanster when he found out that the Wizards had the #1 pick? Y'all see the picture of him sitting there?
He showed his face.
Yeah. Hey, Clay, that look, Clay, right? I don't want to, you know what I mean? I don't want to get up there and start no shit, right? I don't want to start no shit.
I've seen his face.
Did he look happy to you, though, Clay? Did he look happy?
He didn't look too happy. No.
He didn't look too happy.
When you get drafted, a big smile hit your face, man. You're like, I made it.
If I'm him, I'm gonna do what was the guy that didn't want to come to Baltimore as a quarterback?
Elway.
I'm gonna be an Elway or
he's
you know what? I wouldn't.
Yeah, right.
I wouldn't if I'm him.
You wouldn't what, Clay?
I wouldn't hold out.
No.
I think the Wizards got something in place where they can start building.
I hope so.
I wouldn't roll out.
I hope so.
But Clayton, the history of that organization, though.
Listen, though, I know, but I remember when they had Juwan Howard, Chris Webber, Chaney, Strickland. They had a great, they made some moves. I mean, I just wouldn't do that if I'm him. Like I would. It's a blessing.
I'm just saying, he ain't look too bad. But he's an East Coast guy. I think he's from Jersey.
Yeah, he's going somewhere. Yeah,
East Coast guy. So he's from Jersey.
Yeah, they got Trey Young there. They got some piece. I wouldn't.
They got some talent there, but it's not. It's the organization, though. Man.
Who the coach?
I don't even know who the coach.
I don't know, Clay. I don't know. I don't know, but there's a consensus that he's going to be the #1, though. The bastard that he's going to be.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Right.
But and it's even talk that the Wizards might trade that pick.
Right. I heard that too.
Well, what about the kid from Kansas? Where y'all think he should go at?
A lot of people's in soured on him, Mike, because he held out them games. Clayton was the first one that brought it up on the show. A lot of teams, looking at him kind of side-eye. He still won't go high in the draft. But a lot of people looking at him side-eye like, man, what was that all about? You
Well,
not
he
saying,
he came out and explained it.
yeah.
He said he was taking too much creatine.
Yep,
And it was causing cramping.
Yep, sure did, right? You know what I mean? I don't know if that's, you know what I mean, little
I don't believe it was creatine.
Right. I don't know if there's a little
I
damage.
believe it was something else.
Right.
If it was true, yes.
Right.
Creatine getting your blood, but a lot of people use that weight lift and all that to get hard and all that. Right. I think it was more than creatine, me personally.
Yeah, but see, was you the one, Clayton, that said something about he wasn't getting his payment? He wasn't getting his NIL payment?
Something like that too. Yeah, they said something about that too. Like he they didn't give him his money, so he was kind of holding out a little bit. Yeah, it's a lot to it. Yeah.
The simple fact that Bill Self, he was kind of mum on the whole thing. Bill Self ain't really say nothing.
Ain't say nothing. Yeah.
I think that leans more towards him not getting his payment.
That's probably more of it. Yeah.
More towards that. But a lot of people side on. And then the Boozer kid, he projected to go real high as well.
Yeah.
He projected to go real high as well. They say they got an NBA combine or something, like an NBA pre-draft combine, sort of like the NFL type thing. It's not, it's not as old as the NFL been doing, but they got a little NBA combine.
Okay, I thought, well, they test like their vertical and stuff like that.
Yeah. I seen highlights from it.
Yeah.
Right, Clayton. All I see is highlight, but I never really find out do it make a big difference in where guys drafted or not. You know what I'm saying, Clayton? I really don't see if that being a determining factor. You know what I'm saying?
I think the film show everything.
Right. Watch the game.
Watch these kids on film. Watch the game.
It might help guys maybe if you're a second round or you might get on the map, something like that.
But got some potential.
Yeah. But guys that's going to be in the top of the draft, man, I don't see how that can sway. You know what I mean?
Remember when Kevin Durant was in the draft, they said he couldn't even bench press 225. Remember they said one time he struggled with that, right? So, but he still he's
about to say, because he ain't gonna be on the court bench pressing 225. So what?
Right,
So what does that matter? You know what I mean? What does that even matter? Yeah.
The NFL combine don't even really determine that much.
Right.
Yeah. See how fast you are.
Remember for years, man, they was talking about the Maryland guys, man. They was just a combine warriors. You know what I'm saying? That you could just practice the combine drills, and then you test it right, and then you test well during the combine, and then like you say, you put him in the game, he trash.
Yep.
In the game, he trash. It was a guy. I keep forgetting this guy's name, man. My man Irv always tell me his name, but he went to Memphis. There you go. And man, he went to the defensive tackle. And he the combine and tore it up, man. I mean, tore it up. I think the 49ers wound up drafting him early. I mean, like top 5. Like the 49ers drafted him early, but he was a short guy. He wasn't even tall. He might have been like 6'1", maybe. He was a short guy, and man, he was terrible. He was terrible, man. He wound up bouncing around a couple teams. I think he got a few years out of it though, but nothing, with that combine hype that came with him, that he was going to be a Sam Donald type player, But
it ain't coming. I'm not blown away with these kids coming out to college, going to NBA. Don't know one player really blow me away right now.
Yeah.
Even when I watched the national championship game, I wasn't blown away.
Right.
Well, do you think it's because we don't follow basketball? Like when we followed the ACC and that Big East, man, we knew kids like before Kenny Smith even hit the, you know what I mean, Kenny Anderson, before they hit Georgia Tech and North Carolina, King Rice. We knew these guys, man. We knew, you know what I mean?
What was the magazine used to put us down with everybody?
Smith
or something.
One was Sport News.
That was one of them.
One was Smith.
Street Smith, that.
What was the other one? Althorn Sports, Althorn Sports, or something like that. They used to have the glossy cover. They used to have the glossy cover on there.
And we used to watch the McDonald All-American game too.
Yep.
That was something.
The first time I saw Shaq, he was in that McDonald's All-American.
Yeah.
What's the other guy? Chris Jackson, before he came, Mahmoud.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we knew about these guys before they even touched before they even touch down.
Remember, USA Today used to have the full page printout of the All-American team. They got full page print. Yeah, man, that was. And though Clayton and Mike, they were staying longer. They wasn't just staying. They wasn't just one and dones. So they were staying in school. So if we might have missed their freshman season or half their freshman season, we could still get caught up with them. They sophomore and junior year. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, most people got so good at it. Like by the time those guys left college, we knew if they was going to stick in the league. We had a pretty good idea, like if he was going to stick or what type of ball player he was going to be. That's how much we followed college basketball.
Right.
You know what I was disappointed in? Walter Berry.
Yeah, me too.
Out of St. John's?
Yep.
Yeah.
He got a player of the year and all that. He got he didn't pan out in the NBA.
Yeah. I remember him.
Yeah, Walter Berry.
I remember
with
him.
Chris Mullins. He played with Chris Mullins.
And Mark Jackson.
Walter Berry. Because I think he won it over Bias, and I didn't like that.
He won player of the year over Lenny?
Yeah, and I didn't like that. Yep.
Wow. Damn, but the country?
Yes.
Damn. So look, right? So what, you remember what year it was?
I think it was Limbaugh senior year.
So that's 86?
Something like that. I think, Walter Berry, him came out together. Walter Berry won it.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Did Patrick ever win it? Did Patrick ever win College Player of the Year?
I don't know.
Maybe his senior year. Because Patrick came out in 85.
Yeah, I don't remember if Pat won it or not.
Yeah. Patrick 85.
Hey, before we get into these playoffs, the NBA playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
One question do y'all think that NIL, like that money coming into that college, do y'all think is messing up college? Like whereas though, like when a sport is strictly amateur, do you think you see a different type of energy or a different type of effort when it's just,
I'm not going to say, because I definitely think, I'm going on a record for this, I definitely think them college athletes should be getting something.
Right.
Now do they need to start regulating it in terms where as though it's a cap on it?
Mm-hmm.
If they start regulating, I don't even know if this is a thing. It could be if a team sign you, it's only a year to year. It's only like a year. Can you transfer? Because one guy transferred to another school. One guy transferred to another school because that other school offered him more money, but he didn't want to get the bread back. He didn't want to get the bread back to the first school. Yeah, we had that quarterback that was out UNLV. Mm-hmm. He didn't play because they ain't paying what they said they was gonna pay him. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he ain't play. Mm-hmm. I think he played like 3 games and then he's like, I quit. And I don't know what I'm gonna have to follow. I'm gonna have to look him up and see what actually happened after that. But so I think they need, because they say college sports needs a commissioner. You know what I'm saying? To start regulating these things. Don't leave it up to the individual universities and things like that. I won't have a problem with that if it's more regulated.
Well, but how you regulate a college though? Yeah. Because Notre Dame not even are they still not even
in the conference?
Not for football.
Yeah,
not for football. The ACC, but football they independent.
No.
Yeah, so
they trying to get them in a conference though.
I read an article. They say, man, the ACC should tell them you either all in or all out. I'm like, ACC don't have that cachet to do that.
They ain't doing that.
And just think about it.
They ain't got the cachet to do that. They got the SEC or the Big Ten.
They not what they used to be.
Right.
Then on top of that, Notre Dame basketball, like that's not no leverage. If you took the best, their leverage is football, right?
Yes. Right.
So even if you threaten to take the basketball program away or penalize the basketball program.
Okay. Right. The volleyball team, the softball team. Right. Okay. Yeah. So, and I said, no, that won't work. I think right now was obvious. The ACC need them football more than Notre Dame need the ACC. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think this NIL money. I mean, it's hard. Like before, you was playing so hard because you was trying to achieve that contract.
Yeah.
When you get the contract already, sometimes it's hard to really go hard, you know.
Focus, man. You know, yeah.
Not saying that for all of them, but for for some people. And I wanted to go back to something when you said their old age with Magic and them and all this. And I wanted to say, if they was playing during these times, with all the money that's coming in, but all the money that's there, you don't have to win a world championship to get commercials. You don't have to do, all this stuff. I know Magic probably still be Magic because that's what he is. But do you think that they wouldn't have got caught up in some of this, like these players getting caught up in?
It very well could happen. You know what I'm saying?
You know why I think they would get caught up? Because I think your environment plays a whole lot to it. Your environment, you are a product of your environment, basically, right? So I'm thinking that if you take Mike and put him in LeBron's shoes, and you take LeBron and put him in Mike's shoes, you probably could get the same. You know what I mean? Like Mike probably would do some of the things that what LeBron is doing now. In the same, if he came from that same environment.
Yeah, because it's a different time. You know what I'm saying? We don't move the way our grandfathers moved because it's a different time. You know what I'm saying? Just take the sports out of it. You know what I'm saying? It's just a man today as a man 50 years ago. It's just different. You know what I'm saying? The whole world we live in. You know what I'm saying? The streets we walk in, the streets we walk down, the cars we drive. It's totally different. So
it's different.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But I still think like a Kobe, a Mike, I still think they've been driven by their competitive nature.
Absolutely.
I still think they would have been. But I do think it would have affected a lot of those guys. I mean, Karl Malone was out there having what he was having underage girls and stuff, right?
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
You know how
So
I'm still
imagine him in these times with OnlyFans and all that stuff. Go ahead. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. That's not a knock on him. I'm saying these things are temptation, man.
Right. That's what
this
that's
great,
the environment,
great temptation.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Clay. That's the environment, right?
Yeah.
Now, but see, I think how do you like? All right, say like when you have a player that comes from an environment of entitlement and everything is handed to him. Like, how do that player get to the point where as though they work like a Michael Jordan or a Tom Brady and put that type of effort in if it's not required of them? Like the environment dictated that your upbringing and society and environment dictated that all those guys, because it wasn't just Michael Jordan wasn't the only one who worked hard.
No.
You know what I mean? Everybody like that was and that's how it was. If you didn't play hard and work hard, then you understood that you wasn't, you didn't get no participation trophies.
And that era is not the only era that worked hard either. No, you have athletes today that is putting in work, that's working hard, that stay in the gym, that hit the weights, that's nutrition. You got the same thing going on. You do have it.
And I think it has to be in you. Clayton speaks to this a lot. It has to be in you, Mike. You know what I'm saying? You can have all those things, man, but if it ain't in you, you know what I'm saying? If it's not in you, it ain't going.
It ain't going. Yeah.
Well, let me ask. All right, before this week ago, but I don't think you would have had an athlete at the very top if you put it to a point where if I don't think athlete is going to push himself, just like we just spoke about that NIL money. It's just so hard. Like poverty is a motivator. You know what I mean? Like if you eating, if you struggling and you eating ramen noodles and stuff like that, that's more of a motivator than somebody who got a BMW in their parking lot and they got a townhouse and they're in college. It's just a whole different mindset.
You're right, it is, but it's not. Poverty is not a motivation for everybody. Some guys got everything, but their ego is, I still got to be the best. I still got to have it all. Even though they got it all. So some people are driven by that. I got to be the man. You know people like that, Mike.
I mean,
I gotta be the man.
Yeah, I know people like that who came up but like they didn't have though. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Look,
That's
listen.
extra hard.
All I know is some people that's got everything, they flashy and they love everything that comes with that. And that motivates them to be that and to stay that and to get more of that because it's feeding that ego. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, that's just one of them things.
That's a good point, Clayton. But sometimes them guys don't think they will never be without that.
Sometimes, yeah.
They think they'll never be without it. So I didn't. How hard did I work to get this now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got it. So they might think, like, hey, man, I ain't got to work for so hard. You know what I'm saying?
But check this out. People get a lot of money, right? They make money, but they never stop thriving for more money.
All right,
Can't
so
get
look,
enough.
that's just think about generational wealth, right? People who are like millionaires and billionaires, like they say that stats say that second generation usually falls off. Like that first generation is the generation that got it out the mud. Now, if you coming behind that first generation, that's when that money just starts to fall off because the next generation don't have the drive that first generation have. And it holds true in even business.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I say, it's
hard
definitely
times,
people
right?
that
What they
fall
say,
into
hard
that
times make
category.
tough people, right?
Sometimes, yeah. People fall in that category.
Yeah, so I just think it's the environment, man. It's just like what we had in the 80s and the 90s, man. I don't know how we will ever get like basketball, like the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s, man. That was,
Yeah, but the makeup of people is always going to be the makeup of people, regardless of the times they living in. You can go back in the day and find people that's very similar to the kids now that feel entitled. You can find that back in the day, just like you can find it all in every era.
Well, yeah, I think it's in you.
Yeah, it probably wasn't much, but yeah, it's still, it was still.
I think it's in you, but if you don't have to go there, like some people capable of, you know what I mean? Some people capable of doing some, you know what I mean? But if they don't have to go there, then they don't have to go there, It depends on the environment. Like, if you taking out of one environment, like it just brings something different out of you. Like, do you think you like your mindset now is like if you was incarcerated, you think your mindset would be totally different if you sitting somewhere like out you sitting out Jessup somewhere, you know what I mean? You got a different mindset.
No, I don't think so, because I use my mind to escape. So I'll probably be using that to escape. I'll probably be
you be making Shanks and some more shit, Clayton.
No, I wouldn't. I'd be probably being even more creative, doing things to escape the environment. Yeah, that's what I think I would be.
Your environment dictate, man, even because especially if you want to make it and you want to survive, your environment dictate, man. In my opinion, I think your environment going to dictate.
I don't know.
In Rome.
If that's the case, man, if it's when in Rome, if that's the case, everybody that came up unfortunate circumstances and tough environments, everybody would have been killers or drug dealers or in trouble with the law. So the environment don't make you who you are. It don't.
Yeah, I'm the environment. I mean, as far as like what we see, because when you look at Magic, when we keep talking about Magic, Mike, Bird, all the players that came, they had just a tougher, in my opinion, just a tougher mindset.
But their father, to me, Magic is a replication of his dad. His father was a hard worker. His father worked. His father, so you get that genetically. I believe Tunk's father probably strong, probably no nonsense. Probably. Am I accurate, Tunk?
You are absolutely right.
Because that's you. You got that genetically. Don't get me. I'm not taking anything away from the lessons he taught you, but I can just tell your father is that.
That's part of his environment, though, right?
No, that's his genetics.
That's part of his environment.
No matter where you put Tunk at, his mindset is going to be that hardworking, stand up, strong, respect. You know, all that's going to be him no matter where he at.
That's respect, bro. I appreciate that, man.
I mean, I'm just saying that's what it is. That's your just like you, Mike.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, Mike, you Mike.
Yeah, but
the environment don't make you be somebody different.
That's because of where I come from and life experiences, though. Like I was shaped like Tunk. Like I know Tunk father, man. You know, cool, and his uncle, man. Them some stand up dudes, right? That's why Tunk is what he is. But that's his environment. They created. Like if they was wasn't the people that they was, Tunk wouldn't be Tunk.
I see. If they were something different, I would be something different.
Yeah, because you know why? Because because your dad will reproduce you, and he will reproduce you in his image. So a lot of his personality will be in you.
We saying the same thing though, Clayton, don't you?
Yeah, but that's not it. I'm just saying the environment is the outside external stuff.
Do you think? Check it out, Clayton. Do you think like if we were all born into privilege, right? If we were all born where we drove Ferraris and Porsches to high school and things like that, do you think our lens would be different? Do you think our lens, how we look at the world, would be different than what it is now?
If we got the same dichotomy in our family structure, so if I'm still the baby and I'm spoiled, you still the oldest, Mike's still the oldest.
Right.
No, the privilege won't. For me, the privilege would have ruined me.
Oh, right.
You understand? Because I'm the baby. But you guys, it wouldn't have ruined you. You know what I'm saying? If your genetic makeup is the same.
No, I'm just saying if we would we be different? Just how we view things. Would we be?
I don't believe so because of your genetics. That's why I don't believe so because of your DNA. I don't believe so.
All right.
I believe you would. I think with all the money and everything, you would still have this mindset. And I don't even think you would live too lavish with it. You know what I mean? I think you would be still hard, you know what I mean? Like still instilling that discipline and respect, you know, that kind of thing. I don't think it would have changed y'all. I don't.
Right.
But me, that shit would have ruined me. I'm being honest. Listen, the only thing that held me up is having some type of fear over the years. And maybe fear would have kept me from not going too far over the edge.
Right.
But other than that, that shit would have ruined me. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think
I know me. I'm telling you. That would have ruined me.
Though. I know Ray too, though.
Ray, listen, Ray is my brother and everything, but Ray couldn't stop me from doing shit I did.
Yeah.
He couldn't stop me from stealing cars. He couldn't stop me.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to face some consequences, but I still did the shit.
Yeah.
Couldn't stop me, you know. So I hear you, but nah, bro, it don't. Yeah. So nah, I don't think money. I don't think privilege, because I don't even believe you and Mike would have necessarily viewed it as privilege. I think y'all would have been doing constructive shit with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think like I don't know about the genetics. I just think like our environment just play a big part.
No, man. Trust me, man. Science is serious, man. Listen, DNA is serious. Trust me.
Yeah. I'm sure it is.
Yes.
Let me all right. Well, let's talk about these the NBA playoffs, man.
We got game 7, right?
Yep, game 7 today.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, who is game 7 today? Is that the Spurs and the Thunder?
No, man, that shit over with.
That's over.
It's Detroit and Cleveland. It's his homeboy, Spider. It's his homeboy.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell.
Yes.
But that game in Detroit, man, I don't know, man. I don't know if they're gonna
You know what?
Detroit.
And here we go with the turnovers. I'm telling you, Detroit need a point guard.
That's what Cade is, though.
No, he's not a point guard. He played a point. If you look, he not a point guard. He's
playing it.
One, but that's
he playing it.
Right, yeah, he play it, but he not a pure point guard. And he turned the ball over at too high a clip.
Cade?
Kay Cunningham, yeah.
I think Harden do. Go ahead. I think James Harden do. But go ahead.
Definitely does.
Oh yeah.
Definitely does. Yeah.
Oh, James Harden gonna win that race, that turnover race. He definitely gonna win that.
And he done had 2 good games, so he do.
Yeah. You're right about that, boy. You ain't lying about that.
Dude. Yeah. I'm sorry, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
No. Yeah, you're right. He is, dude.
Yeah.
Definitely, dude.
That's crazy.
But you don't think, Mike, going back to Kay Cunningham, you don't think that's his natural position?
No, he's not here. Here, 2.
I think he does that, Mike, because they need him to score. I think they need him to score. You know what I mean?
Even in college, he wasn't a facilitator. He was a scorer. Even in college, he was he definitely wasn't a facilitator. He's a scorer. But yeah, he kind of nonchalant with that ball.
Yeah.
He nonchalant with that ball, but being by they, you know, like they are at home, I'm looking for Detroit to pull it out. And like you said, Clayton, I think James Harden do.
On the road too. Yeah.
Game 7. Game 7
on the road. Yeah.
Game 7.
Don't want no parts of success.
This the biggest moment. You know he gonna be full. Come on now.
Did you see how he fell? He shot a 3 and just flailed and fell on the court like something. Nobody was even. The K just ran right past.
Did he make it?
He missed it.
Oh, I seen one that he made, but they ain't call it though. But I seen one like that he made, but they ain't call it.
Yeah.
Man.
So look, so the Western Conference Finals already set.
Yes.
That's OKC and San Antonio. I think everybody really wanted to see that. I think everybody wanted to see that.
That's a great one.
Yeah, and now the Knicks waiting on the winner of this series here, right?
And while we on the subject of the Knicks, talk to me. Talk to me.
What about Clay?
What about Anthony Towns? Talk to me.
Man.
Oh yeah. That's Mike Whipping boy there, Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
Whipping boy there.
Listen, Mike Brown made an adjustment. Mike Brown, you got to give him some credit. He is allowing. I did not know Karl Anthony Towns could pass the basketball like he can. I didn't know that about his game at all.
That's a new wrinkle. That's a different wrinkle that you know what I mean?
They said he been lobbying to be able to do this for so long. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, now you're getting Jalen Brunson off the ball. He got his legs.
I think that's where he's most effective. Like we were talking about now the point guard, Jaden Daniels. I mean, Jalen Brunson isn't either. So, I mean, you get him off the ball where,
whether if they make it to the finals or not, they at least match what Thibodeau did last year.
I was just about to say that, Clayton. So if they don't make it to the finals, is it a net gain for the Knicks overall? Is it a net game or still like same business as last year?
No, I think they're in a better position than last year because they found something.
I think they're a better team than last year.
And the
Brown players, man. You know what I mean? He goes deeper into that bench, man. You know, Thibodeau only plays 6-7 guys, man. You know,
And now you got Detroit and Cleveland, whichever come out, they got to play New York, a different New York team now because they're not playing like they was playing during the regular season. They're going through cat.
Now, do you think any one of them teams can beat the Knicks?
I mean, I gotta see that first game, see the matchups, because Detroit beat them all year. But here again, they wasn't playing this style of basketball. So we're gonna see. But I do got a feeling the Knicks coming out the East.
You do?
What you think, Mike? I do the Knicks coming up.
You think so?
I do. I just don't think Detroit got enough firepower. I think Detroit will win the game. But then I don't think they are enough firepower.
Tobias Harris has stepped up in the last few games as far as scoring, right?
Okay.
He had one down game, but overall he had a good series. Overall,
yeah. So, and I'm thinking that the thing I like about Detroit though is their defense. Like, is this Amin or Asor Thomas? This
Thomas.
Thomas. I like the way he been playing defense. You know, in these playoffs.
Do you know who's been playing? Do you know who's been playing the best defense throughout the whole playoffs, West and East?
Who?
The New York Knicks.
You think so?
Oh, as a
They have been. Yeah. They have been. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now. All right. Let's go out west now.
Yeah.
OKC San Antonio series. Who y'all think coming out of there?
I ain't going against Wemby.
Now, why you ain't got to see the first game of that? Now, why you ain't got to see the first game of that?
Because I can't go against Wemby, man. I can't.
That's gonna be.
I know it's early and too soon. I know OKC is a well-oiled machine,
hey,
but
you know,
OKC
MVP too, right? They announced Shea got his second MVP.
Okay, yeah, I know all that, but I seen the Lakers.
hey, Clay, what'd you say? Damn, all that, right?
I seen the Lakers really give them a go. They was giving them a go. I know they didn't win no game, but they was pushing them.
Clay, like, yeah, he won MVP.
Yeah, he won all that. I got it, but I'm telling you, man, I can't go against Darren Fox. I can't go against them, man.
Man, you a fool, man. Like, yeah, he won the MVP. Fuck that. You know what
I'm not saying it. Like, he won it. Yes, he the man. Shea is the man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, man, I can't. And then if that boy don't play, I'm definitely going with San Antonio. The boy that got the plats. What's his name? Williams?
Oh, yeah. But they say
he ain't played yet.
Yeah, they say he's supposed to be back. And I don't know for game one, but they say he should be back.
Okay.
But hey, as a fan, I want to see 7 games, man. As a fan,
yeah.
7 games. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Who y'all got out west?
I got in a 7-game series. I'm gonna give it to the Thunder. I think the Thunder going. They already played tough.
They got a little bit of a pedigree. That's all. They got a little bit of that championship pedigree. Yeah. I think they evenly matched, though. I really do, man. I think they evenly matched, and they're gonna have to use a committee to stop that boy Shea. They're gonna have to use a committee, and he gonna have to watch out. Like you say, help defense. He gonna have to watch out for Wemby trolling, because Wemby ain't even gotta be nowhere near him. And he can come by and get a block, affect the shot. So you're gonna have to keep him honest, man. That's gonna be a good series, man.
The Lakers held Shea down. Yeah. He ain't go crazy on them.
Yeah.
But I and also I think with the Spurs, though, I think the strategy for Wemby is just to make him work, because he get winded. He only been averaging, like, throughout the season, he was playing like 30 minutes a game, and you would think he only 12 years old, he would be fresh in these playoffs, right?
He would wear down a little bit, Mike, but I think it was less minutes. Remember, they had him on like a pitch count, only 25 minutes or something like that.
But I think they was doing that for this time of year. I don't think he'd winded. I think that was strategic.
Could be.
No, I mean, in that first game that Minnesota beat them, he said that he was tired because Minnesota he played hell of a defense that first game. He was winded. Yeah. And then coming down the stretch.
12 blocks. Yeah.
Either way, though, I think Wemby elevates the NBA, because you definitely going to have to step up and elevate your game in order to beat him.
Who on OKC matching up with Wemby?
Just size-wise, they got 2 long. They got Chet Holmgren, he long. And then they got another one that's long too, just size-wise. They're not as good as he is, but you know what I mean, just size-wise, they match up.
So that's my point.
Right. But,
I think Chet gonna have to play a hell of a game, though. He gonna have to make this dude work.
A hell of a series. He gonna have to have a hell of a series. You know what I'm saying? And I know they got a lot of dudes they can send at Shea. But I think he's going to cook them all. But you want him to work, too, on that side. You feel what I'm saying, Mike? You want him to work defensively as well. So
if I'm the Spurs, I let Shea get his. I'm shutting everybody else down. I'm not worrying about Shea. I'm not doubling him. I'm not doing all that. Let him do what he's going to do. Let him work. Then he got to play defense and all that. Let him do that.
OKC play defense, too, though. They play good defense, too. OKC.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. Defense, too.
They do.
Yeah.
So, It's gonna be interesting.
Hell yeah, it is. Hell yeah.
I can't go against the alien, man. I can't go
That
against
right
the
there,
alien.
though. That's really the championship game right there coming up.
I think so. I think that's a championship series right there. I really do. I think that's a championship series.
I don't know. I mean, I would say that, but you never know who might get hurt, who might roll an ankle.
What you know, barring injuries.
Yeah. I was surprised New York handled Philly after old boy went down.
Man, because we talked about it earlier, because I don't think Embiid has that in him. You always talk about DNA, Clayton, man. I just think Embiid don't have that get on my back. I'm gonna get us home type thing. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think he has it, man. I just don't.
But what about the guys on New York that stepped up on the scoring load?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, I like him. What's the other dude? Anobi.
Yeah. He the one got hurt.
Anobi got hurt. I like him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He got hurt. Yeah.
Do you know when he coming back? Is he
He
coming
should be back for this series. Now he had a whole week to rest.
Okay.
Well, he should be back. Yeah.
And
this will be fun.
And what do y'all think? Paul George is officially done. Y'all think his career is officially like? You know what I mean?
I thought when he started that podcast, his career was over with. He's not focused on playing no basketball. He got a TV show.
Man, I think, man, they should try to build around Maxey, Mike. I know he's one of them small guards you really don't like, Mike, man, but I like that boy, Maxey, man. I think they should try to build around him, get him some pieces, man, make him the focal point of that thing going forward, man.
I agree. Maxey is nice, right?
Yeah. Man, and then when Embiid first came back for this series, man, the first game back, he took the most shots. And I don't know if they was told, you know what I mean, to defer to him, but Maxey, man, only had like 3 or 4 shot attempts one game in the first half. 3 or 4 shot attempts, and I'm like, man, you can't, you got to let that boy go, man. You can't just have him deferring.
Well, let me ask y'all this: who do y'all think? Who do you think is a better player, Maxey or De'Aaron Fox?
Maxey.
Yeah,
I think Maxey. De'Aaron Fox. I think De'Aaron Fox is better defensively. I think he's better defensively, but like just a little better, and that's because you know what I'm saying. De'Aaron Fox might be a little bigger, a little taller. But I'm just saying, as far as ball players, I would take I would take Maxey ahead of a lot of guys, man. Y'all might be surprised, man. I'd take Maxey ahead of a lot of guys, man.
Them dudes fast as Dave, man. They fast as help, both of them, man. I mean, there's no way you can stay without help. You can't. I don't see you staying in front of either one of those guys without no help.
Right.
But
you say I want to see it, and then what's the name, son? He playing well. Ron Harper's son. Yeah, he playing well. So
real well.
Yeah, you're right. So it's definitely a series I want to see. I'm gonna tune in. What time that Knicks game in them? 6 o'clock? They playing at 6.
Well, the Knicks. No, you mean the 8 o'clock tonight, game 7.
Damn, that's 8 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, my problem is on Amazon Prime.
Oh man,
and my app stopped working, man. So
I ain't watching it. No, man.
I'm not.
Nah.
And the quality of like when you watch Amazon Prime, like the quality of the picture to me is like kind of off.
It's crazy. Man, it's crazy. They were saying that the NFL, I think Netflix got a couple games. They say the NFL came back to them like, all right, give us some more money and y'all can have some more games. And Netflix like, no, we good. Yeah, Netflix like, no, we good. I think they got 3 games this upcoming season, but they all primetime games though. One of them like the day before Thanksgiving or something, like on a Wednesday or something. It's a weird day. It's a weird.
You see what the NFL doing this year with their schedule? Every single team got to go abroad and play a game.
Really?
Yes, they got like 14 games or something abroad. They hitting everywhere.
In one season?
One season, yeah. It's crazy.
I ain't hear that.
Yeah.
Everybody. Damn. So that means you're giving up a home game day because most of the time, you know what I'm saying, one team is going to give up a home game because of
it. Yeah.
The extra home game because you know it's a 17-game season, so some teams got 9 home games. So maybe it's that one of the 9 that you giving up.
Yeah.
I think that's just the way things is now with the NBA and the NFL. You know, they sacrificing. They built the fan base here, and now they just pushing this fan base to the side, just going after that international money.
Ain't all the money, man. Remember we was talking about all the subscriptions you gotta have to see the games now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. It's 9 of them. It's 9 international games.
That's still a lot.
That's a lot. San Francisco and Los Angeles. They're gonna be in Australia. Week 3, the Ravens and the Cowboys gonna be in Brazil. Week 4, the Colts and Commanders is gonna be in London. Eagles in Jacksonville is gonna be in London. Houston and Jacksonville in London. New Orleans and Pittsburgh is going to be in Paris, France. The Bengals in Atlanta going to be in Madrid, Spain.
That's crazy.
Detroit, New England going to be in Germany. And Minnesota and the San Francisco 49ers going to be in Mexico City. They going hard.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
And them games going to be poor quality.
Right.
Poor quality.
That's one product you don't want to have. You don't want to have those guys traveling like that.
That's poor quality, man.
Yeah. A lot of them Thursday night games be bad games, man.
Poor quality.
Yeah, a lot of them Thursday games be bad games.
They the easiest games to predict. Thursday night game. More times than not, that home team wins. It's easy.
Really?
Because of the travel and the short week.
Yep.
So easy. Yep. But yeah, man, that's crazy, man. How you feel about Aaron Rodgers? He signed another 1-year deal with your boys.
I'm gonna tell you this, man, and I was telling my homeboy, he's still a fan too. That organization is not being run the same, man. That organization is being run completely different of how it used to be run, man. And the Steelers, man, not wanting to move off Ben Roethlisberger, man, is exactly the reason. It is exactly the reason they're in this predicament. They should have been drafted a quarterback, but they didn't want to upset Ben. They should have been drafted a young quarterback years ago.
Yeah,
man, you knew Ben wasn't going to damn play forever. You should have drafted a quarterback, man, bring him in and have him ready to take over.
Yeah.
And this whole thing with Aaron Rodgers, man, I mean, I don't even know why they even entertain that, man.
But they only gave him 20-something million, though. He didn't get a lot.
No, I'm talking about like the holdout part.
I know.
You know, whether you're going to play or not, and y'all just sitting around waiting for him and hoping he say, yeah, man, come on, man. Tell him like, no, man, we moving in another direction. Just like
Aaron Rodgers held out.
Yeah, well, he a free agent.
Well, they wait for him every year.
Yeah, he's a free agent. So this is the second year in a row. They waiting on him to decide whether he want to play
or not.
He will play again, play another season and all that.
Is he gonna retire or play?
Right.
That's what they be waiting on.
Just wait for him. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You just waiting on him. You know what I mean? Instead of saying, no, man, just like Aaron Glenn did. Oh, we moving in another direction. You know what I mean? A lot of people might say he shouldn't have did it. Oh, Aaron Rodgers would have went back to the Jets. All right, well, you got to tell me something. You can't just have me on hold.
Yep.
Saying, no, we moving in another direction.
Hey, listen, man, if the Ravens don't win the North this year, and if the Ravens don't get to they got their easiest schedule out there. Yeah. They don't do nothing this year.
I ain't know that.
Oh, their schedule's soft. It's real soft.
I didn't know that.
Because, you know, they ain't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, man. I'm going to say this, though. If they don't get it done this year, that's it. They're going to implode that team.
You think so?
Well, I just know, I think they're going to move off Lamar if they don't get it done.
But see, the thing about it is, and you know, it's so hard, man, to get that quarterback, man. You know what I'm saying? So even if they move off Lamar, it'll be, you know, there's no guarantee that they're going to get another guy in there. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, if you don't have a quarterback, man, that can handicap your franchise for years.
That's true.
Yeah.
But, you know, at some point,
I know, but
I don't think they're going, because he's going to be wanting top money with this extension. They still ain't signed no extension. So that's why I think it's going to be a contract thing.
Right. Because Bisciotti, he don't want to give him that much. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's just like what the market dictates. But Bisciotti don't want to give him that. Because he, like you say, he gave it to you, he already offered it already. And maybe he did offer something, but maybe it wasn't to Lamar's liking. You know what I'm saying? Who knows?
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how that play out.
I wonder what the Chargers going to do if they don't damn win. Are they going to implode and get rid of that motherfucker everybody got top 4 in the NFL?
Herbert, Justin Herbert?
Yeah, Justin Herbert.
I don't know. But I know the Chargers got better. At least on paper.
Right.
But I don't know. That's a good question.
And what Joe Burrow gonna do in Cincy? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? What he gonna do if they have another losing season, which I expect to happen? What's gonna happen up there? You know? So,
see, I don't know because they didn't went and got Dexter Lawrence, right?
They got Dex. Yeah, they got Dex. That was a good move.
That's a good move. Now I don't know what their draft piece is gonna look like, but
you know they gave up the other dude that went and signed with
he in Baltimore.
Right. He in Baltimore.
Yeah.
You get one, but you give up one. So you know what I'm saying? It's like not really a net gain, you know?
Yeah, but Trey Henderson was just a pass rusher. That's all he did. He wasn't good in the run game. Dexter Lawrence can collapse the pocket and get sacks and stop the run. So, and it might make the guys on the line better. You know what I mean? When you got somebody that,
I say normally that's what happens. You know what I mean?
Somebody get all that attention and free somebody else up. So
that's right.
You see, man. They still got that high-powered offense.
Yeah. But that's what it is now. Now you got to have that shootout every game, you know? And
but all they need is a few stops a game. They don't have to have the number 1 D. They just gotta have somewhere in the middle of the pack.
Well, until you get to the playoffs, though.
And then they got to avoid injuries too, though, Clay.
That's what they got to do.
So, you know what I mean?
Mike, they went all the way to the Super Bowl with a weak defense and a weak offensive line. That year they went to the Super Bowl. Joe Burrow got sacked more than any quarterback in the league that year. Still went to the Super Bowl because they got them weapons, man.
You got to keep him upright. You got to keep him healthy.
You got to keep him upright.
Definitely got to keep his targets healthy. You know what I'm saying? So
he can't take them sacks like that, like he did that year. They got to protect him.
Hey, y'all don't think Philly and the Chiefs gonna be back in the mix?
Philly. It depends on how Patrick Mahomes come back. You know, if he come back healthy. They trying to make a big deal about him starting week 1. I'm like, man, as long as he back by week 4 or 5, they should be all right. You know what I mean? He ain't got it. You know what I mean? I know that's what they shooting for week 1, but
they saying that they wouldn't have put that on. They wouldn't have made that prime game to start the season off if he wasn't going to be back. That's what they saying. So they saying based on the scheduling, they believe Patrick going to be back because they making that the feature game.
They say he had a schedule as far as his rehab and stuff.
Huh? Yeah. But I think they made the right move getting his running back from Seattle.
Definitely. They needed that. They needed that. Definitely. Mm-hmm. But going to Philly, I think Philly gonna be in the mix.
Yeah. You do?
Yeah. What do you think about the Giants over there? You think the Giants gonna be in the mix?
Man, they had a hell of a draft.
They did. Yeah. I thought they was gonna bungle it though. I really did. I thought they
had a hell of a draft.
They had a decent draft because them top 2 picks in the top 10. They had 2 of the top 10. I say, man, they it up, but they didn't.
Yep. And Malik Neighbors come back healthy.
Right.
They loaded.
Right.
They loaded. Right. The only question mark is the 2nd-year quarterback.
Jackson
Dart. You get to see what Harbaugh, you know what I mean, what Harbaugh can do as a coach.
Right. He comes in there with a lot of expectations. He's a Super Bowl winning coach. Man. So
Harbaugh gonna do what he do.
You know, him and
the coordinator's gonna be calling those games.
I just think that's gonna be an interesting division, man. But you know, with Philly, with Dallas, the Giants, and they're gonna see what they're gonna do down DC.
That's gonna be an interesting
division, man. It really is.
No.
Harbaugh might turn out to be the next Andy Reid.
No, he'll never be that.
Who you talking about?
Harbaugh.
Oh yeah.
Harbaugh does what he do, man. He manages the team, and they put good coordinators with him. That's all he needs.
If he go there, man, and they win a division his first year there, and they make some noise in the playoffs or something, man, I think that'll be a success.
They're gonna hype him up, but to me, I know he ain't calling the plays. So
that's New York. You know,
yeah,
yeah, that's New York. So
shit. But I already know what Harbaugh is.
yeah.
Shit. He's a game. He's a manager.
Yeah.
Didn't they get a receiver down there in DC? Didn't they get a receiver down there?
Did they?
Didn't they get the dude from the 49ers? What's his name?
Oh yeah, he had him last year. Debo Samuel.
No.
They had him last year though.
Does he gone down there too?
I'm not sure. Brandon Ayuk. I'm not sure.
Somebody, one of them 49er guys, man. One of them, what was the one that never showed up, ain't never played? They gave him some money, then he ain't want to come to practice, ain't want to come to work hours. What was his name? Clayton, can you think of it? I don't think it was Brandon Ayuk. I think it was another one they had up there.
No.
Okay. All right. But I got ready to get out of here, fellas.
Yeah, me too, man.
Yeah, man, it's good to see y'all, man. It's good to see y'all, man.
Yeah, we've been off for a minute.
Yeah.
A couple weekends.
But,
appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Appreciate everybody tuned in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, y'all have a good day, fellas.
Y'all watch James Harden tonight. Watch him.
Yeah, turn over machine. Turn over machine, boy.
Turn over machine is coming.
Clayton, he do.
He is big, yes.
All right, fellas.
Y'all have a good one.
All right, fellas. Everybody, make sure to like, subscribe. Appreciate y'all tuning in. And make sure to tune in next Sunday at 11 a.m. And we'll be talking about some more basketball, football, whatever, sports in general. So check y'all out next weekend. Peace.